since yeah, I know watching laggy streams is not very pleasant. So I hope it's good. I don't really think it's a problem within the studio here. It's probably just owned in general, since yeah, as everyone knows, owned does have some issues now and that's quite the understatement. Anyways, I resetted the streams and hopefully it will be lag free right now. We are I'm in game 2 already, as you guys can see, between Dlovan and BsK. It's 1-0 for Dlovan. He wrote good luck, have fun, yo, with a heart before the game, just because just to tease his opponent a little bit, who left without GG. So seems to be a little tense atmosphere in this game, which I like. I obviously I do enjoy my grudge matches now and then, as long as the players don't go too far in their bandman. I do love a little spice. Curious to see how the BsK is going to play this time. Probably not going to try to cheese once again, even though he was, well, yeah, it wasn't really his fault he was cheesing. He was just reacting to the cannons from Dlovan. I still don't understand why he let those cannons complete in the first place. He could have just pulled drones and save a little bit of time for his spawning pool, since yeah, his pool wasn't that late, and then he could have just killed those 2 cannons. He could have still gone for the next pen game. Sure, Dlovan would have been able to get his Nexus as well as soon as the evolution chamber died. But it wasn't really the end of the world. Letting those cannons go up was the biggest mistake. In game 1, there was no reason for those cannons to go up. At least not when you are on the Zorg side. So, let's take a look if we're going to see pool first, hatch first, whatsoever. It's been a while since I'm playing as BsK. Okay, we do see the spawning pool go down. I do expect it's going to be a pool, hatch, and then extractor, but nope. I could have taken those words back, since I already saw that he wanted to take the extractor, but yeah, I actually kind of expected him to go for hatchery after spawning pool and then go for the the slightly quicker expand, but he's not going to do that. Dlovan on the other hand, it's yeah, opening quite interesting with the first pylon and the forge on the low ground. As I already said, Dlovan does have this brute war pass and he loves those forge cannon expands. He just loves to make a lot of probes in general. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be a very long game. Often when I watch Dlovan play in general, his games, yeah, they tend to go pretty long, since he likes to go for the macro game, and meanwhile he doesn't really put that much pressure on his opponent. So both of the opponents are going to have or both players in the game are going to have quite a strong economy. Now we do see BsK putting a couple of drones. Ooh, Dlovan is going to try to get a full wall up, and he will be able to do that. 4 pylons is a big investment, though. I'm not even sure if he's still able to build a cannon in this minus spot, but I guess he will. Yeah, he should be able to build one here. So he will be able to build his cannon, cancelling 2 of the pylons right now. So he still lost 50 minerals, but not the end of the world. We do see BsK getting a spine crawl on the high ground, which should allow him to take out this photo cannon without too much issues. And yeah, the mining process of this expand might be slightly delayed, but it's not really a big deal. Oh, that's a better photo cannon right there for Dlovan, and he might be actually be able to just build one more pylon over there. Then he's going to be able to. He doesn't even need to. Pro right now entering the main base from BsK. Actually quite a cheesy but very solid opening here by Dlovan. I did not actually expect this to turn out like that, but certainly this cannon, now a potential new pylon, could really be quite annoying. And to deal with for BsK, BsK is going to try to work on his second pylon, but yeah, as I already mentioned before, Dlovan will just be able to build one more pylon over here. He's going to have to do it quick though, since this pylon is actually not powering this cannon. So the moment that this pylon dies, he will be able to run a couple of circlings in. He might be able to do a little bit of damage. He's going to pull drones right now, but he should see these pylons too, right? Actually, he will be able to do a lot of damage to this photo cannon, and he will even be able to take it out. So good job right there by BsK. A little bit sloppy by Dlovan. Dlovan will be able to power this cannon right now, but yeah, other than killing one link, he won't be able to do anything. Ooh, the second photo cannon is actually in a better position though. And BsK was kind of screwing up his rally point. Now I'm not sure if he will be able to take out this cannon. No, he won't be able to, since these Zerglings are hugging each other again in between these mineral patches. This cannon right now already on 5 kills. 5 kills, well, okay. There we go. Well, still 8 kills on these 8 kills, 8 Zerglings. Not bad. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not bad. If we take a look at the income tab right now, we have 20 drones against 22 probes already, and we have a running expand. So obviously, normally it's not that easy to expand on the metal upload. Obviously, with 2 or 3 gate and a bunch of sentries, you will be able to protect your expand in any circumstance. But still, you would not be able to be in this position. Both players on equal amount of supply right now, but Dlovan actually having a slight worker lead over the Zerg. He did invest quite a bit in those cannons, but yeah, it definitely paid off in the long run. First Zealot on the field now as well, started mining slowly but steady from his first assimilator in his main base. A 7-8 score, well, just started. Curious to see how BsK is going to follow this up, if we're going to see perhaps a Roach Sling all in. Considering the fact that Dlovan went through such a fast expand, you might be able to do a lot of damage with it. But We'll see. He does have a bunch of links right outside of the main entrance of the Dlovan's expand. Dlovan putting one more cannon up, which I think is the correct decision. Or a wise decision. These two Zerglings are going to start working on this pylon, but they won't be able to take him out in time, since we do have the photo cannon. Meanwhile, we do see the third hatchery going up in the top side of the map. 5 more drones at once being morphed in, so he's going drone heavy right now. But look at Dlovan all the time. He's been constantly producing probes non-stop, even chrono boosting his nexus all the time. Already at 36 probes right now. That's really quite massive. Actually, he did manage to take out this pylon with these 2 links. I did not expect him to be able to achieve that. Now he does get an excellent idea of what's going on in the main base of Dlovan, which is just a bunch of gateways, but it's still nice to have it confirmed. 2 links right now running into this pylon as well, which is in the fog in the main base of Dlovan. These 2 happy links still running around, trying to gather as much information as possible. We'll see exactly what's going on. We do see the roach one going down right now for BsK, but I'm not really expecting him to build a lot of roaches anytime soon, since he knows that Dlovan is going to have quite some gateways. He's having 2 cannons up already, researching that warp gate upgrade. Stalker does manage to take out this overlord as well. It's going to be a long day, so I'm going to take it easy in the start. Obviously, I don't really want to throw away all my energy, since I'm going to be casting all alone as well. I'm expecting to cast at least until 8 or 9 PM, so hopefully with a lot of good games. Last week we had a couple of sick games between Elvitalia and Braddock on Tal'Darim, which I mentioned, or which I thought was Kula's Ravine for 25 times. Or at least I called it Kula's Ravine for 25 times. But it was Tal'Darim. It was a great game, it was really entertaining. And the last series of the day as well between Kos and MTW Reen was really cool too. Reen, who is participating once again this week. So obviously looking forward to see how he's going to do, because last week he was probably the player that impressed me most in this IEM qualifier. And yeah, hopefully for him he will be able to make another decent run, or perhaps even qualify. Today once again 2 players will qualify for the Intel Extreme Masters at Gamescom Cologne, which is going to be held next month. The prize money for the StarCraft 2 tournament is, I believe, $21,000, so that's obviously going to be a very prestigious tournament. Last year Gamescom was massive. We had Moro winning the global challenge with Terran back then, beating Idra in the final 3-2 or 3-1 even, I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was 3-1. And obviously it's going to be another sick tournament this year. We're going to have players from all around the world, a couple of Americans, hopefully a Korean or 2 as well, and I believe at least 8 Europeans, but possibly even more, since after all this is the global challenge, but we do have it. We are hosting it in Germany, so we are going to have a lot of Europeans most likely. BsK right now moving out with a reasonable force, even though he's still droning up, as you guys can see in the production tab, making 5 drones pretty much all of the time, even moving out with these roaches. We don't even have speed yet, so you will be able to kite them quite easily, but Dlovan has no plans of moving out as of yet. If you take a look at Dlovan's point of view, he doesn't really have a lot of map vision right now. He has a lot of probes, so that's pretty much it. 62 probes right now. Let's take a look at the unit counter tab. Well, we have 8 Stalkers, 7 Zealots, and only 2 Sentries though. This Forge is taking a lot of damage right now. He's trying to research the +1, but does not manage to get it. Actually, the armor upgraded was. These roaches right now taking a lot of damage. Nice force field right there by Dlovan. We'll be able to snipe a couple of these roaches, but we do have Burrow on the field already. Do have a robotics facility. We even have an observer for Dlovan, so these roaches are going to be in a little bit of trouble right now. And there we go. See Dlovan going to town on these roaches. The roaches are right now running to the bottom side of the map. Blink are even being researched already. We'll snipe a couple of these roaches. A couple of Zealots chasing down these roaches on the north side of the map. Dlovan trying to put up his 3rd expand, but it's going to be blocked by this Zergling. But since the observer is quite nearby, Dlovan, are you going to send your observer back? Nope, not as of yet. These 4 Zealots are running into a couple of roaches right now on the north side of the map. Obviously, roaches are quite a bit faster. Nice micro right there by BsK. He's taking a little bit too much damage though on 2 of these roaches. He should be able to snipe this Zealot off at least quite easily. But we have a couple of Stalkers right now blinking forwards. We'll be able to take out 2 roaches. 8 more roaches at once being morphed in now. 62 drones for our Zerg player. 66 probes already for Dlovan. As I said, he lost to build probes. He's still moving up. We do have a macro hatch over here as well. It's the only macro hatch, huh? Only 2 sentries on the field for Dlovan. Well, we do have those blink stalkers, and obviously with a little bit of blink micro, you will be able to do very, very well. Blink stalkers, which became so much more popular against Zerg lately, even though we always used to get blink already. I mean, it was always comfortable to have blink. You could snipe corruptors and stuff.